Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Belle. If you are not new, thank you so much for coming back. Today I'm super excited to try out this new foundation. We are back with another base foundation review. Can't get enough of the base reviews. What can I say? I love a good foundation, not that I already have enough already. Nonetheless, I have already tried this foundation out, so this isn't going to be a first impressions. This is basically going to be my second time wearing this foundation, and I'll be showing you guys what my thoughts and feelings are on it. Basically just reconfirming my first initial impression, if I still feel the same about it or not. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. If you aren't subscribed, please make sure you do so. Give this video a thumbs up as well. Let's get into it. So coming to you with fresh clean face, different hair, my hair snatched back. I've got ponytail as well. Not gonna lie, I've been here for the ponytails. The synthetic ponytails, they do it real good. I've already prepped my face with some primer, so I'm not gonna go in with that. Now onto the foundation. This is the foundation. If you haven't seen it before, Charlotte Tilbury recently came out with a new foundation. This is the Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is what it looks like. And it also comes with a pump as well. When I hear the name Beautiful Skin Foundation, I'm not expecting like a matte or a super full coverage foundation. Beautiful Skin, I'm guessing it's going to be more light to medium coverage, bit of hydration, a bit of a glow, which is the reason why I picked up this foundation. It says your skin looks more radiant by up to 285%. It's long lasting, it's got pollution defense. So if you're expecting to have like a full coverage application with this, I wouldn't expect that, because I don't think that's what you get. From my first application as well, I don't remember having that. But then again, I'm not really into that, am I? But yeah, so that's just a little bit about the foundation. I'm gonna try it out now. I'm gonna do one pump, and just in case you weren't aware, or maybe I haven't mentioned it, I've got the shade 14N, so that's 14 neutral. But I've realised with Charlotte Tilbury foundations, it's not like 100% true neutral. It looks a little bit warm, but I felt like this shade was the best match for me. To my recollection, it actually turned out pretty good. I was going to go for the shade number 15, so I just got the shade 14, and it worked really well for me in terms of what I was looking for. And just to show you what it looks like on the back of my hands, this is the shade here. It does feel a little bit like on the thicker side. It's not runny or anything like that. So this is what it looks like against my skin. You guys know that I do have hyperpigmentation, and I always usually tend to color correct around my mouth. I'm gonna see how this performs with covering up my hyperpigmentation, because it does say on the packaging somewhere that it does cover up hyperpigmentation. So on the back it says it minimizes the appearance of pores, reduces the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots, skin appeals instantly brighter. So I'm gonna deliberately not apply any coverage around my mouth the way I usually do. But I really like this foundation, and I just love the way it makes my skin look and feel. And it's super lightweight as well. So this is my most problem areas, because it's, in my opinion, it's a lighter coverage foundation. I don't feel like it covers enough, so I think it depends. I do have like a little bit of dark marks on my forehead, so we'll see how that covers up. I also do have a beauty spot on top of my lip, and I also have a mark next to it, and from what I can see, it has covered that up pretty well. So I would say it does cover up like dark spots and pigmentation, because I think it looks pretty good around my mouth. I'm actually just going to do the full face and then see what it looks like. Maybe put a little bit more here. Obviously I am using a sponge, so sometimes a sponge does suck up products, but I feel like this sponge is a little bit different. It doesn't feel like I'm like wasting any product or anything like that. So I've only just applied it to here. You can see the difference from my skin, and I think it's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I'm really loving the colour match. It is a little bit darker than my chest, but to be honest, considering I am going to Australia as well, I'm not really looking to match foundations to my chest now, because I am expecting to get a tan. So I think if I was to get a foundation that was to match my chest, it would legit be a waste of money. So yeah, so I've just applied another half pump. The first time I applied it, I think I also applied a pump and a half. So you just don't really need too much, do you? You can even go in with just one pump, but do want a little bit more coverage today, just so you guys can see what it looks like on me. So my forehead, I usually tend to apply the minimum amount of coverage, so I'm not going to apply too much. I deliberately avoided watching any reviews on this foundation as well. I just wanted my opinion to be like authentic and not influenced by anyone else, if that makes sense. I also do have some hyperpigmentation on my cheeks as well, but to be honest, no matter what foundation I wear, I just feel like that always still comes through, and it just looks like my cheeks are naturally sculpted, so I'm not mad about it. So yeah, I would say my application today is more so on the minimum side. I don't feel like building it up to medium, because for the most part I do wear a light to medium coverage anyway, but today I've kept it to light. Hyperpigmentation, I feel like it doesn't cover it the way I usually like it to be, so I think if your hyperpigmentation is on the light side, then I think it will do a good job with covering it up. Okay, so I've just applied my usual NARS New Caledonia around this area, and this is how I like it. Sometimes a little bit more, I guess it depends on the coverage that my face is going to be for that particular day. But even my forehead, it doesn't even look like I've got any product on. Just look at it. Look at the way the foundation looks on my skin. I love it. I'm here for it. If you haven't tried it already, what you're waiting for? Especially if you're one of those that love like a hydrating, glowy type foundation. And it does say that the more you wear this, the more your skin will improve. But this is what the foundation's looking like on me. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'm actually just gonna do that on camera. I mean, considering you guys did want a bit more of a long form video, here we are. So to bronze my face, I haven't used this for a minute now. It's the Mario bronzer stick. This is in the shade Dark Deep, and I believe this was the darkest shade. So, oh, it looks better than I remember it looking. I remember the last time I used it, I felt like it wasn't dark enough. I don't know, but nowadays if I do want something like a little bit more darker, I just use my ABH bronzer, because I feel like that one, it's actually darker than what I usually go for, but thinking of it now, it's actually perfect, because as I do get a tan, at least I'm gonna have something that I can still actually bronze my face with. Do you know what? I'm gonna do something a little bit different as well. I don't usually bring these on my eyes, but I'm gonna do that today. And if it's not dark enough, I'll just go in with something a little bit more deeper. But I do usually apply bronzer in my crease anyway, and I do have a bit of hyperpigmentation on my lid as well, which is why I usually always apply concealer on my lid. The bronzer, I still also have the Uoma Beauty one, and to be honest, I haven't used that for such a long time because I feel like the shade is just not what I like to go for nowadays. I've really switched up like the kind of shades that I prefer to go for. I haven't even applied any liquid highlighter and my skin is glowing. Like, can you just see? I love doing bronzer when my hair's slicked back. I don't know, I just love the look. I'm liking the way this is looking. I'm gonna use my ABH concealer, and I've really been enjoying this. A little bit goes a long way. I feel like it's just so full coverage that you just don't need a lot at all. You really don't need a lot. Also, just a little update. This is my first video of 2022. If you don't know, I mean, if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you wouldn't know that I was sick from COVID. So I actually lost my voice. I couldn't speak because my throat was swollen. It was pretty bad. It wasn't good at all, but I'm just so grateful that I'm okay. I'm fully recovered now and I can get back to filming more content and just actually doing more with myself. I've been able to return to the gym, which has been pretty good. And really this year I just want to focus on loving myself more. I know most of the times when people are like self-love, I mean, there's a whole lot of things involved in it, but for me specifically, it's more so a case of loving myself with eating the right kinds of food and just being more kind to myself. Like, mentally, I am quite hard on myself and I am a perfectionist as well, which doesn't help, but I can be quite tough on myself with a lot of things. So I just really want to give myself a little bit more grace, love myself a little bit more in terms of the food that I eat. So my blush, I haven't used this blush for a minute now. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty blusher. This is in the shade Daiquiri Dip. Yeah, how are you guys? I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas and an amazing New Year as well. I had an absolutely amazing Christmas. It was the last Christmas for me in the UK, so it was really important for me to have like an amazing Christmas because I'm not going to be here for this year's Christmas. But yeah, I'm actually just glad to like be back to filming content again, honestly. I don't want to go too red with the blush. I've been enjoying more like pink tones, but I haven't worn this for a while, so I thought I'd wear it today. I forgot how pigmented this blusher was. For my setting powder, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I haven't used this particular one for a while because I've been really enjoying the yellow one. I completely forgot that I actually wanted to use Charlotte Tilbury products today and I used my Laura Mercier, but it's fine. I'm just gonna put the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Powder underneath my eyes. Not that I need to, but luckily I did apply it with a brush, my setting powder, so it's not as like full coverage as it would usually be. So I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. If you don't remember what it looks like, this is it here. You don't even have to do this, by the way. If you actually prefer to just use like a bronzer, a cream bronzer, sorry, then you can do that. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just trying to utilize the Charlotte Tilbury powders as much as I can, so I thought I'd just do it. I'm gonna go ahead with my Uoma Beauty lipstick. Nice nude shade, just a little bit to give ourselves a bit of base. This is in the shade Eartha. I'm gonna apply my Fenty Beauty lip gloss today. This is in the shade Honey Waffles. I've really been loving this for those brown tone looks. I just feel like it complements every single like brown tone look. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this Superdrug Vitamin E spray on. I really do enjoy this a lot. It's super affordable as well. If you haven't tried it already, you are missing out, my love. So this is it here. We have the finished look, and I've got to say I'm absolutely loving my base today. Pretty much did what I've been rocking for the last couple of days, but I just used cream instead of powder. So nothing different. I'm loving the brown tones right now, totally here for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, like I already said, this is not my first impression, but I absolutely love this Charlotte Tilbury foundation and just the way it makes my skin feel. I really like it. Still, the first time I applied it, I was like, what? Oh my gosh, it blew me away. So yeah, I'm definitely happy I got it. I do have a lot of foundations already, but this is definitely going to be one that will be in my top in terms of like my favorites at the moment. So my top two I would say is this and the She Glam foundation. Really been enjoying it. Yeah, just in case you forgot, this is in the shade 14N. If you don't have it and you've been wanting to get it, I do recommend it. I do like the formula. I think it's beautiful on the skin. When I did wear it the first time, I did go out. I want to say I wore it for at least 6 hours and it did look pretty good still. So nonetheless, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Check out some of my previous reviews. I know I've got quite a few base reviews on my channel. I will be coming out with some more videos over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I've got a list of videos that I want to film, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please click that subscribe button, and of course I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.